Namaste Gurukulians. Hope all of you are fit and fine. Good. So welcome back to our channel of the Gurukul NILOKHERI, and today I am going to complete the next part of the first chapter of this book, Snapshots. Please carry this book in your hand, and I am going to start the first chapter, The Summer of Beautiful White Horse. The first two parts I have already finished, and next part I am going to start it. Please pay attention and have a pen or pencil in your hands in order to underline the difficult words. Clear, all of you? I need your 100% concentration. Clear? Better. This is the chapter name, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. Right? The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse, and the writer's name is Mr. William Saroyan. Right? This is the chapter number 1 of your supplementary reader snapshots book, The Summer of Beautiful White Horse, written by William Saroyan. If you want to get a description about the writer William Saroyan, please watch the previous videos carefully. The first video of this chapter, in which I have given the clear-cut explanation about the writer. Once again, in brief, I can explain. William Saroyan, he was an American and Armenian writer. Armenia, actually, it is the name of the tribe. T-R-I-B-E. Tribe means Kabila. Clear? So this story revolves around an Armenian tribe, Gargolanian family. Clear? Gargolanian family, it was famous for its honesty and truth. So what happens, bacho? So actually it was never believed in Gargolanian family that anybody could steal, anybody could rob, anybody could do some wrong deeds. No. It was no. Clear cut no. Right. So two boys, Aram and Morad. A-R-A-M, Aram. M-O-U-R-A-D, Morad. Aram and Morad, both of them, they started enjoying the horse riding. What happened? It was a summer day, like in the month of May, June, like these days are going on. Clear? So in the early morning, nearby 4:30, just before the sunset, clear? If you get a 5 o'clock, the clear-cut vision will be there outside. Lightning will be spread it across the country. But if you get a 4:30, 4:15, little bit slow, very dim light, you will find out. In that dim light, Morad, clear, who was considered as the craziest boy of the Gargolanian family, he paid a visit to the house of Aram, and he started knocking on the window. Aram, he quickly left his bed and went nearby the window and opened it. He was surprised. Not only surprised, he was shocked. He was shocked to see Morad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. Immediately the ideas started striking in his mind from where he had brought it. Number one, Armenian and Gargolanian family, they were famous because of their honesty and trust. Nobody could believe that any person from Gargolanian family, he could steal, he could rob anyone. Nobody could believe it. So if he had not stolen the horse from where he had brought, then he started thinking about it deeply. I think so, he must have taken it from somebody's yard, and in order to just enjoy its horse riding, he did not want to sell it. He did not want to sell it. If my cousin Morad wanted to sell it, then it would be definitely called a robbery, it would be called a stealing, it would be called thievery. Otherwise, only for the sake of enjoying the horse riding, if he had taken the horse, it cannot be called a robbery, it cannot be called a thievery, it cannot be called a stealing at any cost. So Morad was calling Aram again and again, would you like to enjoy horse riding? Then Aram, he said, yes, I am coming, wait for a while. He quickly wore some little bit clothes and jumped out of the window, and both of them by riding on the horse, and they flew away. Clear? So they started crossing the irrigation ditches, vineyards and the barren wasteland. So in his on his way, he had been thinking about Morad. He was the craziest person of Gargolinian family, like Uncle Khosrow. Clear? I had described in previous video, Uncle Khosrove. Uncle Khosrow, he was having the same resemblance like Morad. Morad and Khosrow were sailing in the same boat. Actually, Morad's father was Zorab, right? Z-O-R-A-B. Z-O-R-A-B. Zorab, he was the father of Morad. But everybody used to call him that. In fact, because of his behavior, because of his temperament, he didn't look like Zorab. He simply looked like Uncle Khosrow. He was the natural descendant of Uncle Khosrow. Uncle Khosrow physical appearance, even I have already depicted in previous video, that he was more than 6 feet tall, with enormous eyes, with giant face, big mustache, and big physical structure he was having. And he hardly spoke to anyone. But when he spoke, he simply used the word, "It's no harm, pay no attention to it." And I told you that one day when Uncle Khosrow was sitting on a barber shop and he was getting his mustache trim, clear, trimming he was getting, and suddenly his son, Uncle Khosrow's real son, Arak, A-R-A-K, Arak, he paid a visit over there and started asking, "Oh dear father, our house is on fire." Even then, Uncle Khosrow, he didn't bother about it. He simply said, "It's no harm, pay no attention to it." Then the barber, he came in tension and he simply replied back to Uncle Khosrow, "Sir, your house has been set on fire and you are saying it's no." No, it's nothing. Just pay no attention to it. Do your work. Trim my mustache." He was having such kind of nature. Clear? So Morad was looking like the natural descendant of Uncle Khosrow. Morad was having the quality, how to ride, how to tackle the situation. He knew how to deal with the different kind of people. Clear? So he was a bold person. And one more thing, Aram has described about Morad, that by mistake he has entered into the world. Clear? Because in the world so many persons are there and they had been suffering from different kinds of tensions. Some are having health complications, some are having monetary problems, some are having family problems, family tensions, and different kinds of problems. But this boy doesn't have any kind of tension. Clear? So we are starting from page number 3, the last paragraph. "We rode and my cousin Morad sang." Means me and my cousin Morad, we had been singing the song loudly. For all anybody knew, we were still in old country. Where old country in the previous video I had already depicted that country, it doesn't only relate to the nation, it also relates to some rural society, villages. Clear? They were still in the old village where, at least according to some of our neighbors, we belonged. It means they had been riding the horse into the streets where some of their knowns, some of their acquaintances, some of their family members, they were residing on the corners of the street. We let the horse run as long as it felt running. Means we allowed the horse to run it as fast as it could be. At last my cousin Morad said, at last, when we had reached to a place which was completely unknown to other person, nobody paid a visit to there, then my cousin Morad, he asked me to get down and I want to ride alone. "Let me ride it alone, next turn will be yours." "Will you let me ride alone?" I asked. Means Aram, he asked, "Bhaiya, brother, will you allow me to ride alone like you are going to ride?" Then this is up to the horse. Means it totally depends on the horse whether it would allow you to be seated on it or not. Clear? My cousin said, "Now get down. The horse will let me ride." I said. Means the horse, it is quite comfortable for me. The horse will allow me. The horse will allow you, I don't know, but it will allow me. Let me enjoy the horse riding alone. And "We shall see," he said. "Okay." I'm sorry. Aram said that means yes, definitely the horse will allow me. And then he replied, "We shall see." He said, "Don't forget that I have a way with the horse. And don't forget, Aram, one thing, that I have already dealt with the horse. I have already dealt with. I know how to tackle the horse, how to tackle the critical situation of the horse. Yes, I know. Well, I said, anyway you have with the horse, I have also. Then Aram said that, Ki brother, anyhow if you know how to deal with the horse, so that I can understand, even I can ride on the horse. Then for the sake of your safety, he said, let's hope so, get down. For the sake of your safety means, that's why I'm saying to you, please get down. And immediately, all right, I said, and Aram, he got down of the horse and said, but remember, you have got to let me try ride alone. Means one condition is there, after your turn, I will ride the horse alone. Like you are riding, even I will be riding. Clear? So I got down, means Aram, he got down of the horse, and my cousin Murad, he kicked its heels. He kicked his heels into the horse. Heels means area. Clear? So by sitting on it, as he started kicking the heels from both sides, okay, into the muscles of the horse, and the horse shouted very loudly, Wazar run. Means when you have heard the, I think so you might have heard the sound of the horse, maybe in television, maybe live, if you might have seen, some of you. So what kind of sound is being produced by the horse? Same sound he was producing, it was producing. Wazar. The horse stood on its hind legs. Hind leg means front legs. Clear? Hind legs means front legs. As you can see in the picture. Clear? This is the picture. It means the horse was rising its front legs. Right? So, and snorted. Snorted means hinhinana in Hindi translation. Produced sound. Snorted means roared, you can say that. Roared loudly. Very loudly. It was snoring. It was roaring very loudly. And then burst into a fury of speed. And burst into a fury of speed means it started flying like it was flying into the wind, into the air, and was the loveliest thing I had ever seen. And this was the loveliest and the prettiest thing I have ever seen, that my cousin Murad, my brother, he was enjoying the wonderful horse riding. Clear? My cousin Murad raced the horse across the field of dry grass to an irrigation ditch. He first of all had taken the horse to the dry grassland. Dry grass means sukhi ghas. Clear? And then he went to the irrigation ditch. Irrigation ditch. D-I-T-C-H. It means watering source. Like little canal, you can say that. Little canal. Little canal. Some of you might be having in your villages the irrigation ditch, watering source, the little canal. Clear? The small rivers are there in some of your villages, and you might have seen, you might have taken swimming in that. Clear? With your buffaloes and cattle. Right? So he had taken first of all to the dry grassland, and then he went to the irrigation ditch. Then crossed the ditch on the horse, and the horse was crossing the ditch. The river had been crossed by the horse. 5 minutes later he returned dripping wet. Dripping wet means completely wet, gila hona, because he was entering into the water. He was entering into the small river. So definitely he would be watering, and he was dripping wet completely. Tap tap tapakna. The water was dropping from his clothes in this way. And after 5 minutes when he returned back, I couldn't believe on my eyes what a wonderful rider was Murad, my cousin. Clear? Now it was my turn. It was Aram's turn. The sun was coming up. The sun was coming up side. The time was increasing, you know. It was 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the early morning. Now it's my turn to ride, I said. Now it's my turn. My cousin Murad got off the horse, and my cousin Murad, he got down to the horse. Niche utar gaya. And ride, he said. Okay, ride if you want to enjoy, no problem. I leapt to the back of the horse. Leapt means jump. L-E-A-P-E-D. Leapt means jumped. Right? I jumped and I jumped at the back side of the horse and I occupied a space on its back. Clear? And after jumping over it, I'm sorry. So for a moment knew the most awful fear imaginable, means just for a moment, just for 1 and 2 minutes, I started realizing the awful, the strange kind of fear in my mind. Clear? The strange kind of fear I was imagining. The horse did not move. I was pulling the strip, but even then the horse was not moving. Then my cousin Murad said to me, kick into his muscles, you idiot. With your heels, अपनी एड़ियों के साथ kick into the muscles of the horse from both sides. Right? And then my cousin Murad said, what are you waiting for? Come on, do it, you idiot. What are you waiting for? Then we have got to take him back before everybody in the world is up and about, before everybody could be able to awaken and come out of their houses. We would have to hide the horse at a safe place. Quickly do it fast. We don't have sufficient timing. Then I kicked into the muscles of the horse. Once again, it reared and snorted. Means it started producing the loud sound. Then it began to run. Now the horse was running. It was a time of Aram. I didn't know what to do. Aram was unskilled rider, you know very well. Clear? He didn't know what to do. And instead of running across the field of the irrigation ditch, he wanted to go to the irrigation ditch where Murad had taken the horse. But in place of that, uski bajaye, where did it go? The horse ran down the road of the vineyard of Deccan Halabian. Sorry, Deccan Halabian, it is the name of somebody. Vineyard means anguro ke bagiche. You can say that some fields they were having dry fruits like and some other things. Clear? So it is vineyard. Some of the grapes and some of the fruits and some of dry fruits, they used to be over there. So it was the field of vineyard of Deccan Halabian, where it began to lap over vines. Vines means baling, and it started moving over the vines and it started crushing it. The horse lapped over 7 vines, and the horse, it was jumping over the 7 vines and it was moving. Before I fell down, my condition was panic. I was completely fear stricken. Before I fell down means definitely I had to fall down, sorry, clear? And before I had fallen down, the horse, it had crossed 7 vines in this way and it was moving as per its own wish. अपनी मर्जी से भागा जा रहा था. Then I fell down, means Aram, it had fallen down. Then the horse leapt over 7 vines before I fell. Then it continued running, and after leaving me alone, it continued running. It had gone to the place, unknown place. My cousin Murad came running down the road. My cousin Murad, at a distance, he had seen all the things. Then he came running to me by calling my name. I am not worried about you, idiot. I knew, मैं जानता था, that same condition would be there for you. He shouted, we have got to get that horse, means that by hook or by crook that we must get that horse back. हमें उसे ढूंढ के लाना ही पड़ेगा. You go this way and I will go that way. Clear? If you come upon him, means if you are coming nearby the horse, be kindly, don't produce the sound, don't shout loudly, otherwise horse will be panic and it will run away. Right? I will be near, I will follow you. Right? I continued down the road and my cousin Murad went across the field towards the irrigation ditch. Means I started moving on the road and my cousin Murad, he entered into the field and then he went to the irrigation ditch. Clear? Then he went to the irrigation ditch. It might have gone to there. Then it took him half an hour to find the horse. After 30 minutes approximately, he was successful. After 30 minutes, he was successful to find the horse and finally he had found it and bring him back. Clear? All right, he said, jump on. Yes, Aram, come outside and jump on the horse. The whole world is awake now. Now this time everybody has awakened and they have emerged out of their homes. What will we do? I said, he means what to do right now with the horse? Well, he said, no problem. We will either take him back or hide him until tomorrow morning. We can do one thing. Out of two options, we can adopt any one. The first option is there. Either we can take the horse back to our homes. And second option, we can hide it. हम इसे छुपा सकते हैं. The place which is completely unknown to others. No one paid a visit to there. We must hide it as early as possible. Otherwise, means our dignity will be spoiled. That everybody would start blaming on us. That means the two boys of Armenian tribe, Gargolanian family, they have found stealing the horse. Clear? So, he did not sound worried, and I knew he would hide him and not take him back. Means he did not worry. He did not have any panic. He did not take much tension about it as I was having. I knew, मैं जानता था. He was a skilled buster. He was a mastermind. Murad, definitely he would hide the horse at a safe place and not take him back. He would not take the horse back to his home. Not for a while. At any rate, means not for a single second, at any cost. He dared not to take the horse back to his home. Where will we hide him? I started asking. Yes, listen brother, can you please tell me, can you please suggest me some place where we can hide this horse? I know a place. He said, yes, I know a place. How long did you steal this horse? I said, he means for how long will you keep this horse under your observation? Just simply you tell me. I'm damn sure that you are not going to sell it. I'm damn sure after fulfilling your desire of horse riding, you would return back it to the owner. But tell me for how long you are going to keep this horse under your observation. It suddenly dawned on me that he had been taking these early morning rides for some time and had come for me this morning only because he knew how much I longed to ride. It suddenly dawned on me, means I got surprised to see that he had been taking these early morning rides. Means for the last 3 and 4 days, he had been coming continuously in order to enjoy the horse riding, and today he had taken me along with him. He wanted to enjoy the horse riding, and that's why he had called me. Now he is going to hide the horse in the early morning, and then the next morning, early morning, he comes over there and he releases the horse and starts enjoying the horse riding. He was a very clever and sharp-minded boy. So we said anything about stealing a horse? He said, means did we say anything about stealing the horse? Did I steal it? What do you want to say? क्या मैंने चोरी किया? Anyhow, leave it. And I said, but simply I'm asking you, how long did you begin riding early morning? Just tell me for how long, कितने time से you have been enjoying the riding in the early morning. Please explain it to me. Then, not until this morning, he said. Not until इस सुबह तक नहीं. He said, are you telling the truth? I said, means is it reality? Or you just telling a lie? और झूठ बोल रहे हैं? Of course not. No, it's reality. He said, but if we are found out, if somebody caught us, अगर हम पकड़े गए, that's what you are to say. Means this is the thing you have to say. Means I'm telling you. Listen बच्चों, I'm gonna tell you. Actually, Murad, he had been enjoying the horse riding for the last 4 and 5 days. Clear, all of you? This morning, he had taken his cousin Aram along with him, right? And then, when Aram, he started asking कि भाई, for how long you have been enjoying the horse riding? कितने time से तू enjoy कर रहा है horse riding? Then he said, until this morning, means इस सुबह से. Okay, then he was asking, are you telling a lie? कहता no, I am telling you, if we are caught, अगर हम पकड़े गए, then you would have to reply only this answer कि we had brought this horse today morning, right? So, I don't want both of us to be liars. I don't want that we, you and I, both of us will be liars. हम दोनों झूठे बन जाएं. All you know is that we started riding this morning. Means if you say something else, I say something else, then problem would be there. Definitely we would be caught. Something would be fishy in between. You must say whatever I am going to say. The same opinions we have to keep. We have to carry. That means you and I, we have been enjoying the horse riding since today morning. Otherwise, you and I both will be liars in the eyes of the people. People will call us, you are a liar, you are a cheater. Then, all right, I said, I got agreed. He walked the horse quietly to the barren of the deserted vineyard. There was a barren wasteland. Deserted means it was like a deserted area was there. Banzar Jameen in Hindi translation. He had taken to the barren wasteland, which at one time had been the pride of a farmer named Fitwazian. Fitwazian was a farmer, clear? This is the name, Fitwazian. He was the farmer and the barren wasteland was under his observation. This was the property of Fitwazian and he had taken the horse to his field. Now no crops would be there. अब वहाँ कोई फसल नहीं होती थी, means it was completely a barren wasteland, बंजर जमीन थी, and he had hidden the horse at Fitwazian's barren wasteland vineyard, right? There were some oats and dry alfalfa in the barren, means some little bit dry fruits used to be there, because it is the story of Arabian countries. So if you might have seen, if your knowledge is very good about geography, history, clear. So your teachers might have told you, means in Arabian country, dry fruits are too much. Afghanistan people, whenever they are coming to our country and they are selling their products in the form of dry fruits, clear. So some kind of dry fruits used to be over there. Nothing else, no crops else, uske la koi fasal nahi. We began walking home and after hiding the horse to the safe place, we returned back to home. It was not easy, he said, to get the horse to behave so nicely. Yes, he started telling me, my dear Aram, my dear brother, it is not the game of children to hold the horse so nicely. If you want to have a command on the horse, that you must be skillful about it, like me. At first, it wanted to run wild. Wild means like a wild beast. Jangli जानवर तरह. If you are unskilled, अगर तू unskilled है, definitely it would run like a wild beast, right? But as I have told you, whatever I told you, I have a way with the horse. I have a way with the horse means I know, I'm a perfect rider. I know how to control the horse. I can get it to want to do anything what I want it to do. Whatever I want to do, I can order the horse to do the same thing. Once if I had released the order to run, the horse would run. Or if I had released the order to stop it, the horse would stop definitely. It would abide by my rules. It will obey my rules. Horses understand me. Any kind of horse, they can understand me. I can deal with any kind of horse, whether it from any breed, right? How do you do it? I said. Aram asked, brother, how do you do it? I don't know. I have an understanding with the horse, means I can understand their feelings. There is a bonding between me and the horses, he said. Yes, but what sort of an understanding? What kind of understanding do you have? Can you please help me out? Even I can utilize while horse riding. A simple and honest one. A simple and honest one, he said. Well, I said, I wish I knew how to reach an understanding like that with a horse. Means I knew how to reach an understanding, means how to grab an understanding between me and horse. Clear? You are still a small boy. Your age is not so much. He said to me, Murad said to Aram, that you are not too old. When you get to be 13, you will know how to do it. When your age will be more than 13, you will come in teen age. Automatically, you will be able to understand how to deal with the horses. Clear? So up to now in this video, it's sufficient. I think so. You might have listened to me attentively. And bacho, some of the words meanings I have written on the board. And please, it's my humble request to everyone to write down the words meaning in your notepad, and the question answers which is being given to you in the form of PDF files. You must write down. You are to write down. I will personally make a call to all of your parents and will get a feedback today itself, and whether you are doing your homework or not, and the assessment will be based on the basis of your written homework. If you face any kind of problem, if you are not getting anything, अगर कुछ समझ में नहीं आता, आई एम यूजिंग सम हिंदी वर्ड्स इन बिटवीन, इफ यू आर नॉट गेटिंग एनीथिंग, so please, the WhatsApp group, it has already been given to all of you. Please kindly pay a visit to there, and that is only for the queries. I will be glad, I will be happy to see that you are paying attention towards your studies. Clear? I hope that you have listened to me attentively. Thank you once again. Have a nice day. Namaskar.